Hello gamers, welcome back to another One Piece card game video. Today I'm going to be doing my tier list for OP09. This is a pretty interesting one because this format it's kind of unsolved to an extent. It's just a bit jank, is basically it. I mean, with many One Piece formats. So what we have, unlike the formats that were good competitively historically, which were typically formats with like 2 or 3 decks that were really high power level above everything else, we have one deck that's like definitely the best, but like it's not that much better than everything else. And so what we really have is quite a diverse pool at the top that all kind of interact with each other in different ways, and basically like the best deck to take is going to be entirely dependent on the matchups you get, and you can try and predict that, but it is One Piece and you have zero control over that, and it's also a best of 1 game, so you know, cool. And therefore I think there's a lot of interesting decks to talk about in this format. So let's go over to the tier list. I'm going to be reviewing all the leaders once again, and I'm going to give you my thoughts as to how viable most of them are. So let's just go ahead and get cracking. So one thing I want to say is I'm going to redo these tiers. So this is going to be I'm going to make this regionals winner, because I think like if you take one of these decks, you're in a good position to win a regionals. This is like, you know, regionals topper. So what I mean by this is like, I would be very confident that these decks will win regionals, whereas regionals topper, like, I think you could top a regionals with this. I don't know how far you're going in the best of 3, like, meta, you know, onslaught that follows, but, like, you can definitely get there. And then we'll say rogue topper, as I think these ones have got potential, but like, or maybe we'll say potential topper. These ones need further exploration, I should say. Okay, then in B plus we've got local hero. This is a deck that takes locals, and in this tier here we have just got strictly worse of above. C tier we've got bad. And F tier, we've got why was this printed? All right, let's go. So Zoro, strictly worst version of the above. There's basically no reason to play this leader at the moment. Like anything red is doing, like if you're trying to go down the rush route, you're going to play Sanji. If you're trying to go down the more mid-range route, you're going to play Shanks. Law, this is a local hero deck. Yeah, I think like with Blackbeard existing in the format, you just can't take this to originals. Like you do nothing. You do absolutely nothing against that deck. So yep, it is what it is. Luffy is probably also local hero tier. Odin, I think, is also local hero tier. I know this deck can do some cool stuff, but it's not like knocking my socks off. Doffy, regionals winner. This is the best deck in the game. I think that is pretty uncontroversial. It is, yeah, this is what the axis of the format, and this is what you are always going to be factoring in. Bad. My beloved. Actually, this is local hero tier. I've actually played a good amount of this deck. It's not bad. It's actually not bad. You can do some fun stuff with it. But yeah, definitely local hero tier at best. King, bad. Whitebeard. I don't know. I kind of feel like this could be really good. Like, I think you could catch so many people off guard with this, but I think okay, I'm going to put it in local hero because Blue Doffy will be everywhere and you lose to Pudding. End of. And I think, like, yeah. Bad. 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 Smoker, I think it's going to be regional topper tier. This deck is good. It is inconsistent, I think, is the biggest issue. You're just going to be going into games and just kind of like hoping you're just going to kind of have to run hot during the whole day. But you can beat everything in the format for sure. Like, it's very doable. One of your biggest strengths is the fact that you are resilient to Blackbeard. Because of the starter deck support you can absolutely like handle that deck. And Toshigi is an insane card. Ace. I'm going to play some potential for that. I think there might be something here. Like, I definitely think it's better than a lot of the stuff in local hero tier. Like, I don't know. I think there's potential there. Okay. Bad. Bad. Actually, you know what? We're going to put this in why was this printed. Nami. Okay. So, okay. I'm going to put this in... Okay. Okay. Basically, I think the success of Nami is going to entirely depend on how many like Blackbeards you play against, because like that's a very bad matchup. Fundamentally, if they can keep 10 beating you, you just can't win. Like unless you go down to exactly 1 on their turn, don't die to their attacks, and then draw for turn and win the game on your turn. Like wait, unless I'm misremembering, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it teaches only on your turn, but if it's a whole turn cycle, then it's basically like, you know, good luck. But anyway, whatever it may be, it just feels really awkward. I think you can top with this. I mean, you could win a regionals with this. I don't know. I feel like I'm being biased. This deck is still good. It's just the Blackbeard effect, right? Like, I think I've got to put it here because like you could win a regionals with it. It's just like, how much Blackbeard? Iceberg has local hero tier. Lucci, strictly US version of the above. Bad. Katakuri, local hero. Vivi, bad. GP Doffy, this is probably local hero tier 2. It's not awful. Bad. Rebecca, my goat. I am super biased. I think this deck is genuinely really good though. I think I need to explore the Blackbeard matchup more, but it doesn't actually seem that bad. One of the big like hard matchups is actually Doflamingo, but like if you're able to get set up and basically not get overrun in the early game, then like you stabilize really well into the late game and you can like make their life very, very challenging. If you can ever like set up 2 blockers and they're wasting a turn grav blading you, like that's fine. You often have more than enough counter. You kind of force them in a situation to like have grav blade or like bounce your blocker, which is still committing a reasonable amount of Don to make happen. Obviously it depends if they're seeing the lore off the top, then whatever. Honestly, the most annoying card in this matchup for you is Blackbeard because it lets them set up the same thing constantly, which like can be really, really challenging. This is definitely like a skill check on the Doflamingo, but I'm yapping about it too much. I definitely think this deck is good. I'm putting it in top potential topper tier. Queen, yeah, it's a worse cockroach deck than what else is available. Same with Croc. Sabo, bad. Bella Betty, bad. Well, I guess strictly US version of the above. Yep, same vibe. Okay, well, the Sakazuki's banned. This is Purple Luffy. This is definitely one of the best decks in the game. It is way worse than Doflamingo, but it has a pretty decent Blackbeard matchup. It's got good matchups with a lot of the other top decks. It can interact with them for sure, and so this is definitely going to be up here in one of the top tiers. Enel, I mean, it's a potential topper. It's just like, again, how many Blackbeards are you going to play against? Because Blackbeard just means this deck cannot beat Blackbeard. Uta, bad. Hody, Hody Jones. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely bad, right? Like, this is local. I mean, it's local hero tier, I guess. It's a good. This is a good deck. This is a good deck, but it's just not. Yeah. Perona. I mean, same shit. Yamato, same shit. Reiju again. Like, I just think the Doflamingo matchup is not good. You are outsped, and Blackbeard is also not good. So we'll put this strictly worse. Moria, definitely in strictly worse tier. Odin, I think this is local hero. We're starting to run out of space. I'm going to have to scroll down a little bit here. Sorry. Right. Hanyabal, bad. Kyros, bad. Dragon, strictly US version of the above. Bonnie, I mean, this, again, like, Blackbeard is just so dire in some situations. I don't think you can beat Doflamingo either, but I guess we'll put it in potential topper, but I don't think it's good. Hancock is definitely a potential topper. I think this deck is underrated for sure right now. Foxy, local hero. Lucci, I think, again, like, just gets really clarted by... the thing is, this deck is good, right? Like, this is the tier of decks that it's just like, what are you going... Like, you need to dodge a certain matchup on the day, right? Like Lucci is good. Like, Lucci is good. It's just like, it's got an awful matchup into Blackbeard, so it's going to depend on how many of those there are. Vegapunk, right, okay. This one has got to go in regional topper tier. This is completely untested from like tournament as far as I know, but this deck is good. Don't sleep on it. This deck is good. I've got to put it in potential topper, otherwise I'm capping, but yeah, like, this deck is definitely good. Okay, Chopper, strictly version of the above. Marco, potential topper as well. Again, same issue with like the matchup spread. Carrot, local hero. King, bad. This makes me sad. Pudding, bad. Kalgara, local hero. Sanji. Okay, this could be a potential topper. Definitely. Sanji, like... Now, this is the kind of the opposite, right? You want to be running into Blackbeard all day if you play Sanji. Shanks, this is another one of your best decks of the format, and it ain't close. Lim, this is definitely regional topper. This deck is hella slept on. It's actually kind of crazy. When you just get like slam down, like you ramp out, slam down 9 Zoro and they don't have an out for it, you just win. The problem is how often they seem to have an out for it. This deck is definitely being slept on. I think it is quite strong. And OP10 Lim looks really good. So yeah, I'm quite excited for this deck. Maybe I'm just overhyping it, but yeah, I think this deck is really good. Buggy, this is local hero tier. I think it's decent, but like it just doesn't have anywhere near enough good cards. I guess near here. Right, Luffy, we know this is also probably regional topper tier. It's kind of like, it's good, it's just like, you should be playing, oh sorry, you can't see that here. It's good, but it's like, why aren't you just playing purple Luffy? So I'll put it in regional topper tier, but like, yeah, you just should be playing purple Luffy at the moment. Robin, this is local hero tier, I think. Blackbeard, our next one of the S tier decks, which obviously like this is a pretty nice meta to have like 2 brand new decks and then like 1 reinvigorated one from OP05 and then one from OP01. Like a deck from the first set of each year of the game is really cool to have in like the regional tops, like, and all different colors. So like that is cool. I like how diverse like the meta is. It's just like competitively it's a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, like these are all very, very good. Okay, what else we got? We just got starter deck leaders now. Strictly well chosen the above. Bad. 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 we can just bad. Bad. Banned. This one is actually decent. This one is potential topper. Bad. Well, strictly well chosen the above. No, this Luffy should be... Oh, yeah, Luffy's not strictly well above. Uta is potential topper as well. This deck is decent, for sure. Zonji, local hero. Absolutely. Shoutouts Dan. Shoutouts Harvey. Okay, bad. Potential topper, BY Luffy. No, this is definitely in regional topper tier. Again, it's just going to be, are you dodging the Blackbeards? Okay, this one's local hero. Well, strictly well chosen the above. Bad. Why was this printed? This one, I mean, again, like, why was this printed? Why was this printed? And there we go. That's the tier list. Yay, we did it. So yeah, the relevant decks absolutely here. I think like basically look at it if it is in potential topper tier or above. But yeah, I've got to say, like, the format is fun. The format is genuinely really fun. My biggest gripes with it are that, as I say, it's very, very hard to like. You can't just take a deck to a regionals and know that, like, okay, well, I'm better than most players in the room. Like, I should do well. You just kind of have to pray that you get decent matchups the whole day, which, I mean, you know, that comes and goes with One Piece formats. And the second issue is Blackbeard only plays, like, 3 cards with an alt art. This is ass, dude. Like, this is why I'm playing Smoker, because it plays alt arts. This is why I'm playing Rebecca, because I have loads of alt arts. Absolutely scammed. This game sucks. Give me more alt arts. But let me know what you guys think of this tier list in the comment section down below. Are there some decks I've massively slept on? Are there some decks I've massively overhyped? How much am I coping with Lim? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I promise there will be more One Piece card game content coming, I swear. So yeah, like, subscribe for lots more of that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.